That's wrong transition. That's wrong. Oh, nope, not that one. Yeah. Yeah. No, you can keep it. All right. Sounds good. Oh. Hey, y'all. It's a lazy day today. How's it going? I hope y'all doing good. I'm Lord Generic. Welcome in, your Terracotta Warrior, and yeah, it's kind of just a work stream today. We're just gonna kind of vibe. We're gonna vibe, and we're gonna look at the Steam sale for certain, because it just came live. I don't know what we're gonna get. We'll get a couple things, but not like a lot. I never had a chance to play a lot of the stuff in the last sale I got. I'm not gonna lie. Ain't that the story? We all know that's not gonna change. We all know that's. Wait, hold on. That's too big. We all know that's not gonna change. All right, hold on. Let me put this down. Okay. So, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know. It's a lazy stream. We're gonna do some work on Pathfinder stuff. I have a couple plans that I gotta figure out together. The Senator happy to see me. Hey, eyes off the goods if you ain't gonna pay, Buster. Eyes off the goods if you ain't paying. All right, but that's the plan, right? We're gonna look at the Steam sale because it just went live. I wasn't planning on. Well, actually, it's not the plan. I wasn't planning on it. Wow. But I mean, I figure it just came out, so you know, we may as well. Also, I won't lie, I never really considered how many comedic uses there is for a sandwich asset until I picked one up for a completely unrelated reason, and I'm like, I should use this thing. Oh, hey, John Ton. Yeah, unfortunately, we did have to remove your Discord account because yeah, that thing got hacked. You'll pay you yeah. You promise? What? Am I gonna be eating exposure? We don't take promises here, Buster. We take cash, or card, or gold bullion. Those are the only options. Electrum is acceptable as an alternative. That's all we take here. You want the goods. You want it. Then you gotta know how to pay up. How to pay up for what matters, huh? Oh, wait. Why is that getting cut? Why is there a green screen effect on the sandwich? That shouldn't be there. Hold on. Hold, please. Is there a green screen effect on... All right, hold up. What's going on here? Let me check my settings now. Wow. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's supposed to be lettuce. I'm telling you, that's supposed to be. Hold up. I don't think you want this sandwich. I've been teleporting it for the last 3 days, and I don't know. There's some weird stuff growing in it. Let me tell you. Oh, wait, hold up. Hold up. There might be a green flashbang. Okay, there is a green flashbang. That's why I have to use the green screen for the spout capture on VTube Studio. Neat. You'll pay whatever cost. I've heard that one before. Get in line, mister. Get in line. You know what? If you can't afford the sandwich, we'll give you the standard. You can have the free school lunch sandwich. I'll put a single slice of ham on one piece of Wonder Bread and fold it in half for you. That's what you get. Yeah, the less is green, so it's freaking out. That's don't worry about it. It was an off the cuff plan. Yeah. Speaking of Team Fortress, I actually rewatched the this is gonna make no sense if you haven't seen Team Fortress 2's comics and animations. I rewatched the animation about them all getting tumors from teleporting a lot. What's it called? I don't quite remember. It's not off the top of my head. I don't remember. Bring back the sandwich. What? Why is it so popular? Why? It's moldy. See, you see, it's got holes in it. It's not even good. It's mine anyways. Pretty good looking sandwich, I'm not gonna lie. Got like the pickled peppers in it. That's how you know it's like decent. That's how you know it's decent. God, show one sandwich and it's more popular than everything else. Swear to the emperor. All right. Yeah. But I rewatched that animation recently, and you know what? After like 10 years, it's like just as good as when it launched. Those Team Fortress animations, in my opinion, are classic. They're so good. Valve hits. Valve always hits pretty much. They just don't miss. It's not in their repertoire, you could say. Well, I mean, no, they do make games. It's just mostly MOBAs. and one VR game that I've been told that Half-Life Alyx is the best VR game. The best one outright. Classic Valve, like Plank being more popular than the streamer. Look, I'm just, you know what? The sandwich indicates that I don't give a fuck today. You know what? This is your problem now. Screw it. We're here to look at Steam stuff. And feel bad that no one truly loves me. So rough. You know how many sandwiches I eat to keep the pain away? It's a non-insignificant amount. It's a non-insignificant amount. I'm telling you. Oh, hold on. I have to do something before I change over to the Steam side. Where? There we go. Here we go. Boop. There we go. I'm gonna try something, actually. I'm gonna try something. Okay. This looks like it's worse quality. So I noticed something that I saw some folk doing. Some like streamers, some VTubers I respect. Wow, is Twitch just straight broken? Can you share an image? I mean, feel free. The best place to share an image, yeah, oh right, you do have Steam. Yeah, sure, go for it. Is on our Discord. Hold on. It should work this time. It was broken last time. Hold on. Bot? Come on. Still broken. Still broken. All right, it's in the doobly-doo. It's in the description. Anyways, I guess the Discord. That bot's still busted. Not a clue why it's broken. Oh, wow. But I want to try something. So instead of making myself smaller in VTube Studio, instead of doing that, SKA, take us away. I'm going to try this where I make myself like the full size, like that. But I just make VTube Studio smaller on their side, or on OBS. So in theory, they should have higher quality, I think. I don't know if that's how it works. It's how I am theorizing that it works, if that makes any sense. I hope it does, because it's got to make sense to someone, right? It's got to make sense to someone. All right. But with all that said, what y'all thinking about the Steam sale? Any big hits? Anything you really wanted? Now, it's one of those things where I do feel that there's a big Steam sale every 2 to 4 months, right? It's not, or 2 to 3 months in reality. It's not actually that unusual, to the point that I feel like need help design a chocolate bonbon spinner. Oh. Anyways, I'm also trying some new VGM. So this is like a test stream, right? Because if YouTube doesn't like it, I can just get rid of the stream. That was my thought, because it's not like a series or anything. It's a bunch of music from the game series Arknights, which one of my favorite series. I hardly play it, but the music, one of my favorites. Hardly touch it. But the music is sublime, unbelievable, and they put out so much. So I was like, I'm just gonna play some, see what happens. Anyways, what was I saying? Right. I feel like Steam sales aren't that big of a deal, because you can just wait a couple months for the next one. But even so, it just started, and Christmas is usually, the winter sale on December is usually the best and biggest one of the year. The best and biggest of the year. Most of the time. Most of the time. What did you... Hold on. What did you even send me? I can't just... I ain't just showing stuff so easily. Oh, you think so lowly of me, oh. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Whoops. Hold on. I gotta check something. Security is important, everyone. Security is important. If I pop that out, and then I go... Oh. And then I go into studio mode so I can see what I'm doing. No, it won't show. Okay, that's fine then. All right, so what do I have to do then? I have to bring that up and do. There we go. What is this? What are we looking at here? Oh, are you making a extrusion? Oh, so you are. Is that CAD? Oh, God, that is CAD, isn't it? Oh, I hate you, CAD. I just closed you earlier today. I was doing something very different. I wasn't doing extrusions. But, like, where's this blender? I can't tell. They're all the same. Anyways, I think it looks nice. I don't know if I can help you with that. No one can watch it on Twitch? Wait. Is that... What? Is Twitch broken for everyone, or is it just a me thing? Can you watch other people on Twitch, or is it just... It's just me. Oh, it's a spinning platform. Neat. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. Just Fusion. Ah, I see. Neat. I mean, it looks like it can spin. I'm not gonna lie, 3D modeling, not my strength. It's really not my strength. You wonder what is your strength, Generic? What is your specialty? Worming my way into the company. And then going, yeah, I'll just learn it, I guess. Oh, and being resilient to everyone being gossipy snitches at my job. Swear to God. People complain and, oh, I see him on his phone. And I'm like, I'm getting the work done, aren't I? I'm sorry, we have different work processes than you. Anyways, enough about that ranting. All right. So, anything good on Steam? There's a couple things I put on the cart myself. Takes the regular 608 RS 84 of them. Nice. And you need it to be a chocolate bonbon spinner. Okay. Well, if you can handle 200 kilograms, that should be fine to cover things in chocolate. Yeah, all you need is the spin, right? You're essentially creating that confection. It's a floating ring for that confection thing that spins slowly so that you can put things in it and molten chocolate and it like just rolls around in it. That makes sense. DMG the air, everyone's getting from Twitch on my stream. Ooh, wow, what an exciting day. I'm glad I made this a lazy day. Mine is the only stream doing this? Why am I broken? The video download was canceled. Error 1000. What? Wow, this is one of the streams of all time, huh? Oh boy, everything's broken. Can't show that one. Ah, I see. Well, I hope that one works out. Spinning seems cool, though. All right, hold on. Error 1000. Clear your browser cache, update extensions, try a different browser. That is super useless. That's literally just saying do everything Lamau. I don't know. Twitch is always busted for me. It has really good features for the viewer. It really does. But I feel like Twitch is constantly broken for me. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Because, like, it mostly works. I don't do anything weird on it, as far as I know. Oh, wow. It takes one sketch to do it all. I mean, yeah, that's about right. A good sketch shows a lot. It's just a pain in the butt. All right. Oh, wait, is it... Am I getting it? Hold on. An error occurred. What? Hold on. Ah, things are getting weird. Oh, even YouTube side's freaking it. Hold on. Everyone's freaking it. Let's see what happens. Okay, maybe it's working now. If it's not, then... I don't know. I guess Twitch side's just broken today. That's fine. That's fine. Actually, it's kind of a pain. I was hoping to test some of the Arknight stuff on Twitch side as well. Oh, my bitrate is terrible. Ugh. Wait. No. Maybe. I can't tell. Hold on. What? Work, damn you, work! Alright. Alright, I think it's working now. Okay, yeah, reconnection successful. YouTube side's on, Twitch side. Yeah, I got nothing. No idea. Twitch is just broken. Oh well. Yeah, it crashed. It should have crashed for everyone. My connection temporarily severed itself. That's fine. Whatever. All right. Yo, let's see. Oh, you recommend Dawn of War Definitive Edition? I picked that one up. I picked that one up already. Oh, it's in my library because I am a big Dawn of War 1 fan. Speaking of which, y'all see that Dawn of War 4 announcement? I am excited. I'm looking forward to it. It looks on a bigger scale than the rest of it. Hold on. I don't think I even have audio for these. That's kind of fine, actually. You running the audio for these trailers is probably a really bad idea. Probably a bad idea. What Dawn of War is, it is a Warhammer 40,000. That is the IP. That's the world it takes place in. Real-time strategy game. A really, really good real-time strategy game that has a ton of different factions and is really just, it's just a good time. It's very chaotic and a lot of fun. And they remade it, you know, before they announced 4, so I'm looking forward to it. All right. But beyond that, let's see. What does Steam even recommend? We'll leave it on. And now you can see what Steam thinks of my preferences based on what it, like, throws up. You want to do Dawn of War 2 co-op? I mean, co-op is just pretty rad, right? But it's so hard to get people to do co-op RTS. Well, let's be honest, it's because no one wants to do RTS. It's a dead genre. Wait, Endless Legend 2. I played Endless... When did this come out? September? Oh, this year. Oh, this is pretty new, huh? This is pretty new. I can toss up a little bit of volume. I can toss up a little bit. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Whatever. It's one of those days, you know what I mean? Ish one of those days. I don't really care. We're just here. We're just here, and we'll get done with whatever we get done with. And what am I even trying to...
as my strength
Use, I think that one.
They explore this world, exploiting my weakness.
Yep.
Looking for
Yeah.
profit.
Okay, but it kind of gets in the way of my vibe in music. So yeah, so this is not real-time strategy. This game is civilization. It's turn-based fantasy civilization from what I'm aware, but the combat is more of a zoom in and play might and magic. It's more like turn-based might and magic meets civilization. At least that's what the first one was like. It was pretty fun. This one is neat. I don't know. The only reason I'm not going to just pick this up, because otherwise I totally would. I think Endless Legends is a lot of fun. Is one, early access. There's a few early access. The question is the screen black. Yeah. Hold on. Let me type a response, Bunny, because I don't even know if you can hear me. Oh, you can? Well, that's even more confusing. That is even more confusing than if it was just straight up dead. Well, that's weird. That's super weird. Oh well. But yeah, anyways, I'm just tired of... Can I zoom in on Steam? Steam, do you let me zoom in? No, they don't. I'm just tired of early access games. I say as I'm still considering certain early access games to purchase. As I'm still considering certain early access games. But like, you know, sometimes I'm just over it. What else? Timberborn is coming out. Frog Fraction. Oh, Timberborn's coming out of beta. Ooh, maybe I should pick it up. Because this one was interesting looking, but I was waiting for it to finish. This is a civilization builder. And it's a bit of an automation game. Might be nice when we beat Satisfactory. Sorry, Factorio. And for Factorio, I'm still like, I don't know about Space Age. If it's super long, it probably is good to take a break after I get off the planet, right? Too much is too much, right? Right, because, yeah, so Timberborn, you play a race of beaver people, like a town of beaver people. And it's all about fluid mechanics, from what I'm aware. So that's pretty fun. That's cute. You know what? We'll put it on the cart. If it is going out of beta, if it is finishing soon, then I'm into it. Do I have Portal 2 DLC? I have a terrible confession. I've never played Portal 2. I played 1. Never played Portal 2. I've owned Portal 2 since it came out. I have owned it since it came out. I just never got around to starting it. I just never got around to playing Portal 2. I have no doubt it's a masterpiece. What is this? Frog Fractions, huh? Need a turtle friend. This game is going to get weird, isn't it? Oh, this is going to get weird at some point, isn't it? And then you can buy a cap for him. Hats, you wear them. There's something weird about that. I don't know what, but I'm onto you. Check the reviews. Fine. Wait, Tarkov is on Steam now? I didn't know Tarkov was on Steam. Dang it. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Ugh. Frog Fractions. I mean, well, that's the thing. I own Portal 2. Finally a game with hot bug sex. All right, purchase. Misleading title. Read more. It's the game of the century. I have heard of it before, and that's why I'm scared. Hey, Tarek. We are just kind of looking at stuff. Honestly, everything is breaking. The Twitch side of the stream has exploded. I don't know what's going on here. Nice Resident Evil 6 icon, though. I see the weird giraffe in your icon. We're just kind of looking at the Steam sale. I didn't realize Escape from Tarkov was on Steam. I remember it not being on Steam. If you're not familiar, Escape from Tarkov it's not like the first, but I think it was the first big extraction shooter. It was the first game to like...
has forever changed the moment it was turned into an...
Yeah, this is probably going to be a loud one. It's the first big extraction shooter. This is... Oh, this trailer is like lore. No one cares about lore. Ew. This game is essentially a mill sim, a military simulator. But you go in as like a little grimy guy in a city full of other grimy dudes, and you fight over loot and try to escape with it while doing quests. That's the kind of game it is. And if you're familiar with... It's probably here. If you're familiar with the recent hit game, Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is an extraction sim, like Tarkov. Where's gameplay? I don't care about cutscenes. There we go. Arc Raiders is like the same genre that Tarkov really inspired. No good horror game, only Silent Hill F or Chronos. Hey, Silent Hill F is baller though. Silent Hill F, I really like that playthrough. I want to get time to do the other playthroughs on my own. We only got to ending 1 on stream. But like, that's a good game, let me tell you. That's a good game. I like Silent Hill F. In terms of indie horrors, I don't know though. I like indie horrors. We played Signalis, and that was... I get why people like Arc Raiders, though. Giant robots are cool, man. We played indie Signalis. That game kicks ass. It might not be new, but like, damn. It's really good, though. All right, what else we got? Right, we got the RuneScape Survival Builder, which is... That's a choice, all right. That's a choice, all right. Look, got a lot of friends who love RuneScape. You need a very particular kind of person. You need a particular kind of person. Signalis on your wish list. I would recommend that one. It's very good. And yeah, indie horror, some of it's good, some of it's bad. It's like anything, right? The good news is, because horror games aren't that expensive, you can get good indie horror games. Because a lot of the AAA horror games still suck. They just cost 10 times as much. Play Voice from the Void. I've never heard of that one. I'm not actually a big horror person. I like it. There's a lot of voice from the void, voice from the stars, voice from the well. there's a lot of voices. Void, I can spell. The Unending Void. That is a sex game. That's not it. Not on Steam. Well, the one we found probably shouldn't be. But they do let sex games on now, which is interesting that they let porno games on. I remember it was because... Oh, I actually know why. The reason they put spicy games on Steam is at one point they didn't allow it, but they started just ripping down like every visual novel, every anime aesthetic game. And everyone was going like, dude, why are you ripping these down? And they went, well, it's porn. And everyone's like, I mean, some of them, but we still want them. And also, like, most of these aren't. And at some point, Valve went, all right, you know what? I don't care. And that's why. All right, what else we got? Dune Awakening. Does anyone know how Dune Awakening is? I like Dune. I think Dune is cool. But this is made by the Conan guys. People who made the Conan survival game. Can imagine if Twitch allowed it. Yeah. So, like... I don't know. I remember hearing that the Conan survival game was just kind of left. Like, it didn't really... We don't need Dune music. I really don't want Dune music on stream, actually. Like, it looks nice, but again, early access. Wait, it's not early access? I thought it was. Now I'm confused. It's just a full... I thought this thing was early access. Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess is good, dude. I've only seen a little bit. I haven't played it. I own it. I do own this one. I haven't played it. You know, I should probably just stream Slay the Princess at some point. I don't know why I never thought to put that on the rot. There's just too much stuff, man. There's just too much stuff. Too many options, you could say. But, like, it is a really good game. This is a multi-ending visual novel. All about, like, an insanely large branching tree. An insanely large branching tree. Sorry, Tarek. At the moment, we aren't necessarily accepting friend requests. I'm just doing this to look around. Just, you know, for funsies. But don't forget to record comment. Well, I mean, obviously, we'd be streaming it, right? No Man's Sky, V Rising. I have people who love V Rising. It looks interesting. It's a vampire builder, but it's isometric is its big thing. It's like, okay, well, if they show the there we go. That's the actual perspective of the game. It's like an isometric Diablo-style action game, but it's also supposed to be like a PvP builder game. You don't have to play it PvP. You can do solo or co-op, but I think it's a cool idea. I think it's a cool idea. Oh, was that Co Carnage? Hey, Co, why are you playing V Rising right now? Unless those are recorded. They might be. There's a lot of stuff. God, Battlefront 2. Okay. When did you come out? Oh. I shouldn't have looked. Really recording. Okay. I shouldn't have looked, though. Battlefront 2 is... Oh, it's 8 years old. I didn't need to know that. I didn't need to know that. Yikes. Yikes. Kingdom Come 2. Okay. Everything I've heard of Kingdom Come 2 is like that it's absolutely top tier. That this game is like perfect for being a grungy medieval peasant. And as someone who loves being a medieval peasant, I don't know. Well, I do know why I haven't played it. There's a simple reason I've not played it. And it's because I played a little bit of Kingdom Come 1. And I found out in that game, when it launched at least, you needed an item, a consumable to save your game, but it was pretty rare. Now, you didn't. That was only if you weren't near a bed, right? It was optional. But at the time when I was playing it, I was so like, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with this. I just did not play the game. I just gave up. Yeah, I just had other stuff to do, and that made it really easy to decide. I don't know what else to say. There's a lot out here. Right. Spider-Man 2. I don't know. The Sony games are good, but it's one of those things where it's like, Ghost of Tsushima is reasonable. It's only $60 baseline. Good. A lot of these other ones, though, I'm like, God, they're on sale, but it's still a lot. We got RimWorld. I won't lie. Yeah, a quest for a save. Well, it wasn't a quest. It was a consumable. It was an item you had to carry, had weight, and used up. And I was like, I'm not dealing with this. So RimWorld is Dwarf Fortress. It is a weird little builder game where it is a colony management and building game where you do horrifying things in order to survive because it's efficient. Much like Dwarf Fortress, it's kind of like a lighter sci-fi Dwarf Fortress. And if you're not familiar with Dwarf Fortress, that is the original of this genre, and it is just outrageously in depth. And what's funny is I was playing Dwarf Fortress back when it was only a little old. It's like ancient. Seems like game where you lose so much time. That is part of why I never picked up RimWorld, because I know, as someone who likes Dwarf Fortress, this game is probably too dangerous for me. And I was like, oh, I don't know, man. This is probably too much, dog. I don't think I should. Oh, Greg's wandering into the ocean drunk. Bye, Greg. He's gone forever. All right, well, am I looking for new or old games? Honestly, we're window shopping. We are window shopping today. I don't particularly plan to buy that much because I already have too much to play, right? Like, I heard this Mafia game, which came out, Mafia the Old Country, is really good. And again, we're trying to avoid audio when possible. I heard Mafia the Old Country absolutely slaps. And I do like these kinds of games. But I don't know, man. It's a lot of money and I just don't got the time. If I just don't got the time, then what's the point? What else? What's on the top? Trails in the Sky. I'll probably wait on that. It's tough. I wanted to get into the Trails series, but it's so long. It's so long, and I am too intimidated. Deltarune. I'll play Undertale one of these days. I miss Battle Realms. What is Battle Realms? Destiny 2. Oh yeah, hold up. Destiny 2. Recent. Mostly negative. All reviews. Very negative. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Oh man, did y'all hear that Bungie's next game, Marathon, that's confirmed to release in like 4 months, I think. It's confirmed to release in like 4 months. Oh, it's gonna be rough, dude. That's gonna be rough. There's no way. God, NBA 26? They're still making these? Of course they are. Sports games are eternal. Sports games are eternal. Okay, I heard Digimon Time Stranger is great, though. I heard the Digimon RPG that came out has the vibe of a PS3 RPG. It just happened to take until now to release, and it's like really, really good. I'm not a huge Digimon person myself. I think it's a little neater than Pokemon, but they're about even for me. Silksong. Problem with Silksong is I haven't played Hollow Knight. I'm not a big Metroidvania person. I don't mind Metroidvanias. I just never really seek them out. They're just not something I really pick when given the option. For whatever reason. Yeah. Heard this Digimon, or if you like JRPGs, if you like Digimon, I've heard this one is excellent. Very, very excellent. That's all I got. Here's the thing, 20% off is still, oh my god, so many truck games. It's still like $60, right? Game prices are so high now. When it's like 20% off, it's brutal. And yeah, Silksong, I would be interested, but I own Hollow Knight and I just haven't played it. Because again, I don't seek out Metroidvanias, and I'm aware that Hollow Knight itself is like 80 hours, so I'm like, bruh, I ain't gonna finish it. What? Football Manager, Euro Truck. What is Beam NG.drive? What kind of name is that? Why is that a name for a car simulator? American Truck, Forza. I don't even play racing games. Why are all of these here? What? Why? No, I'm not a human. Oh, I heard that's a decent indie horror game. Getting the VR Steam. I don't really... Okay. I have a VR device in my household. I do have a VR device, so I have access to one. Outside of Half-Life Alyx, there aren't really many virtual reality games that interest me. It's a near simulator. Interesting. But like that is a wild name. That's called BeamNG.Drive. Like, wow. Yeah, it really rolls off the tongue. Alright, what is Battle Realms? Zen Edition. This is an RTS? Came out in 2019. It's a 6-year-old RTS. What? Oh, it's a trailer showing how many languages they support. Huh. Oh, it's like a kung fu RTS. Okay, that's cute. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. We're kind of just window shopping and vibing. That's really the vibe for today. All right. What do you think they got under featured deep discounts? And that's a thing with games. This is unironically a big thing I feel with games though. A lot of the new video games are coming out and they're like $80, right? You lost too many hours in that game. Oh, if it's a good RTS, I mean, that's pretty rad. There's one I picked up that is apparently very Command and Conquer style, and I need to find some time to play it because I adore Command and Conquer. Since 2000. Oh, it's a real old one, I see. But if we look at these games on sale, right, there's a lot of games here that are like $2. Yeah, they're 90% off, but they go on these levels of sale fairly often. These things are so cheap, like Neo 1, which is an excellent game. I think Neo 2 was a little better, but Neo 1 is still excellent, and it's $5. When you can get games at this kind of price point, but people try to charge $80-90 for a game, bruh, you best that this thing better be solid gold. Because I know ain't nobody has actually played all of these slightly older games. Like Darksiders 3, I know some people really love this one, but it's like 2018. It's not that old. Don't say it. Don't say it. For Honor. Oh, I loved For Honor when it came out. It's probably changed quite a bit, but I really like this fighting game. Hey, EJ, how you doing? We're just kind of browsing the Steam sales. Planet Zoo. Is Planet Zoo coming from Lancer? Oh, hey, how you doing? Have you been playing Lancer a lot? Like, I love Lancer, but you know, there's only enough time to play so much. Is this the same devs? Are Planet Zoo the same guys who make the Jurassic Park games? Let's see what they do. Ah, they are the same guys who make the Jurassic Park games. Okay. But I could get Jurassic Park 3 though, where you build a park for dinosaurs and then you accidentally let some of the dinosaurs escape and eat everyone. Oopsie. It sounds like a good time, right? You want to play the Incredible Machine? What is that? But yeah, I don't know, maybe, how much is it? $50. Will I play $50 worth of dinosaur game? It is cool. It's very nice looking. I just don't think I'll have the time. You know? I would like to, but I don't think I will. What is the Incredible Machine? Oh, is this one of those really, really old ones? You refuse to get Windows 11? Yeah, Windows 11 is bad. It's not even on Steam. I see. Windows 11 is bad. Oh, it's DOS. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Overcooked. Yeah, right. $50. I'm like, eh. Oh, you're playing your first game with friends? Nice. I hope you enjoy it. I really love the system. Payday 2. Oh, okay. Okay, Payday 2, great game. Unironically, amazing game. Only downside is you do have to buy the DLCs. And the reason is that the game has some serious power creep for a co-op game. And if you don't own the DLCs, at least back when I played, all the starter weapons fucking sucked. But the DLC weapons were way better. So trying to actually do higher difficulty without the DLC weapons, like this is a game where you have to buy a DLC to have hand grenades. And it's not like a choice to equip hand grenades instead of a pistol. No, you just don't get grenades. And I was like, man, I just want to play Payday. But let's have a little funsy. How's Payday? I don't know what that was. How's Payday 3 doing? Overkill? How's Payday 3 doing? I gotta know. Mixed. That's good. That's good. Oh my god, it released in 2023. Oh. I thought it was newer than that. Oh boy. So if you didn't know, Payday 3 released and had, let's say, a lot of really controversial design decisions that made a lot of the classic fans very unhappy. And also released in a state where you could barely play the game because the servers were exploding. Were absolutely exploding. And it looks like 2 years later, they're still at mixed. Because, yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. Yeah, it's not. Ooh. Ooh. Why is it everything is exploding all the time? Killing Floor 3 had massive issues. Payday 3 had massive issues. Was Valve correct? Was Valve right to just never release something with a 3 on it? Maybe. Ah, man, there's a Dead Island 2. Wow, that's an old one. I mean, that's the point of this, right? There's a lot of games here. And that's the thing. We're like the $80 games. It's like, damn, man, you best be bringing it, because there's a lot of options. They're really just, these are just what Steam decided to recommend. I wonder if these are these just the ones Steam picked? Like Valve picked, the employees? Or is it somehow chosen, right? There's a lot out. Oh, man. I always feel like, it's funny, I thought streaming would make me more aware of what is releasing. I feel like I am less aware of what games are coming out than ever. Half-Life community will hear me. It's fine. It's fine. The Half-Life guys can't catch me because I know how to crouch jump. They'll never beat me. I'm a TF2 player. My game's been dead for a decade and it's still going strong. They're just complaining. Digimon Time Strangers. I have heard that one's amazing. We were just saying earlier, I've heard Digimon Time Strangers is really good. I've also heard First Berserker Kazan is an excellent Souls-like, where the only real complaint was that it was too hard. Wait, hold up. Who is this? This woman in the background is just the Firekeeper from DS3. That's just the Dark Souls 3 Firekeeper. All held up by Coconut. Hey, we respect the load-bearing Coconut in this household. We respect the Coconut that will crash Team Fortress if you delete it. Oh boy. There is. Prototype. Never played Prototype. I kind of missed a lot of the PS3 era action games because I was hard on Nintendo at the period. I didn't have any of the PS3 kind of games at the time. All right, there are a few things I put in my cart already. We'll look at the wish list in a bit. top played on Steam Deck. I don't have a Steam Deck, but I know a lot of people who really love it. Need to open yours? You have an actual coconut? What do you... Okay. I've never purchased an actual coconut. What do you do with it? What are you using it for? I know it's good for confections. Good for baked treats. But like, what are you actually going to do with the coconut? Yeah, Halo. I should play Halo. Maybe I should pick this up. $10. Yeah, that's a good price. I've never played Halo. Because again, I didn't have an Xbox. I tried though. I had a friend who had an Xbox back in the day. I did try and buy them Halo 1 for Christmas, I think it was. Drink the milk and scrape the meat. Okay, yeah, but enough about me. What about the coconut? Got him! Got him! All right. I know everyone loves Halo. I tried to buy it for a friend back in the day, but the employee was like, yeah, I ain't selling you an 18 plus game, buddy. And I was like, I didn't even know it was 18 plus. I just thought it was a good FPS. So yeah, never got to play Halo. Let's look good. You know what? $10. I think that's very reasonable. I think that's an incredibly reasonable. You don't scrape, you just release. Interesting. Yeah, I've just never bought a coconut. Just not something I ever thought about doing. I don't know. How does... Oh, these are all Project Zomboid likes. Oh god, that is gonna be a nightmare. That's gonna be a nightmare looking through. Yeah, there we go. This is the Conan game I was talking about. Conan Exiles. I heard this game was fun, but at some point the devs were like, all right, it's done, and just kind of left, and everyone was like, what? Huh? Wait, what? I do respect making a Conan game in the modern day, though. Got someone play Halo later in life, people go off just a voice. What you mean by go off? Like goon to or freak out? Was it a lovely lady playing Halo online? Nothing makes the gamers lose their minds like being reminded that half of the planet's population continues to exist. That is a classic. Or was like John Halo's voice the best? Halo's a life experience. Fair enough. Oh no, I'm tired of life experiences. Oh hell yeah, top sellers Uma Musume. Yo, Horse Girl is on top sellers. Good? Both? Yeah, that sounds about right. It was a campaign. Yeah, that's about right. Uma Musume is a gacha game about the Japanese horse racing industry, which is really weird. It's actually a training game. Like, you get X amount of days to train a character for an event. And all of its stories are based on actual horse racing stories. So I know people who are into Japanese horse racing, like before Horse Girls came out, and they are like, yeah, nah, this is the best. This is actually the best. But also they're idols. Oh, wow. Wait, where wins meat is this high up? This is a Zhanja Chinese MMO that apparently has been popping off. Cute girls doing cute things. Yeah, plus violent Yakuza horse racing history. You know, the two best things. So Zhanja is Chinese fantasy. It is Chinese fantasy. It's got a lot of tropes that to a Western audience, you're just not going to understand. You'll just be confused because they're not necessarily going to explain everything, because it would be like in a classic Western fantasy explaining the existence of orcs. Ever since Lord of the Rings, everyone just has orcs and dwarves in their settings, and they don't bother to explain them. They just assume you know what those are. That is the difficulty. Chinese fantasy like Marshall Peak. Yes, exactly like that. This is an MMO. All I know about this is that it uses AI chatbots for NPCs. Some of the NPCs run off AI chatbots to try and make them respond to you more. And I hear that, and my first response is like, but if it's an AI chatbot, why am I bothering to talk to this NPC? Like, why do I care? However, I will say, there's one thing you can rely on any Chinese game for, and it's to go, or any Chinese fantasy story in general, and it's to be the most over-the-top crazy action bullshit you've ever seen in your life. That's beautiful. Is it good? I've never played it. I don't know. That's just what I'm aware of this. I used to play MMOs. I used to like MMOs, but unfortunately, life has basically, bad experiences, let's say, have tainted that for me. And every time I try to boot up an MMO now, I'm hit with this vibe of like, nah. So I never tried it. You love using chatbots? Well, if you want to goon to your Chinese MMO chatbots, you might want to try Where Winds Meet. Where were we? I don't know. Where would that even kick us out? Oh, we were just looking at the top sellers. Right. Ooh, I heard... Wow, Tainted Grail is on top sellers? Really? No way. This is an interesting one. This is, from what I heard, this is like... It's like a Bethesda game. MMOs seem like too much work. I agree. They really are. They're basically a job. This is like Skyrim or Avowed or Oblivion, but it is like, it's kind of edgy. It's the, what they call dark fantasy with an Arthurian legend theme. I've heard it's good. I've heard this is pretty good if you like Skyrim style games, which are surprisingly hard to find. Oh, how do I make my maps? Well, hold up. I can provide that. All right, hold on. We're just going to mute that in case anything weird shows up. We'll let the trailer play. Let me find that real fast. So, there is a Lancer Discord. I think it's a Discord, a Lancer community that plays Lancer. Yes, I know. Astounding, Lord Generic. Astounding. But, yeah, Skyrim, that's the thing. It's so much work to make these kinds of games. So the fact that one exists, I mean, Lord knows Bethesda's never going to make another Elder Scrolls. Got him. Lord knows they'll never make another one. But Interpoint Station plays like an ungodly amount of Lancer on their community. And the guy who runs it made a map tool. And I put it in the YouTube chat, or, well, it's on the Discord chat. The chat in general. Twitch is broken, apparently. So, you know. But this is the map tool. It's $25 on itch.io. And this is the tool that I use for the maps. I honestly am considering using this for Pathfinder when I run some Pathfinder, or Starfinder if I run some Starfinder, just as well, because frankly, it's so good. These maps are so good. You can place cover, and the thing I would recommend when doing it is to remember, don't just random spread your terrain. Think of a first-person shooter map. If you are playing Valorant or Counter-Strike, what you want to do is you want to take terrain and create walls of defense and hallways of movement of different ease of use. You want to basically tell the users, hey, you want to go north, do you take path 1, 2, or 3? And let them make that decision outside of that. That is what I'd recommend for map design. It's tough. A lot of, and now we're into the Pathfinder stuff, right? A lot of Pathfinder maps are just classic fantasy, for example. So there's a lot of you fight in a room, and it's just a brawl in a room. Problem is, a room is like really bad map design because there is none. So the fights are kind of boring. Movement doesn't matter. Making larger maps helps. Oh my god, I own way too much of the top sellers. I own way too many of the top seller list. Don't look. Oh no. Ooh, Cyberpunk's $20. I hear it works. How much is it with the DLC? 40. It's a harder sell. That is a harder sell, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not yet. Not yet. I still, oh man, so I have, oh god. When Cyberpunk 2077 first came out, it was infamously broken, right? It was so bad, just unbelievable. I played it on a friend's PS5 when it first launched. At that time, it was so bad, I managed in the tutorial to blue screen his PS5 because I just accidentally nudged, like I hit a pedestrian with the car before the tutorial knew how to spawn cops. So it didn't know what to do and it freaked. And that's my only experience with this game. And I was like, all right, I think I'm good. So yeah. So given how Cyberpunk released, yeah, and I hear they fixed it up. I hear it's good now. I hear it's a good game now. But given how that worked, boy, when The Witcher 4 comes out, don't buy it. Just saying, don't buy it when The Witcher 4 comes out. I guarantee you it's going to be just as broken. Almost certainly just as broke. Look, am I a guy who listens to top 100 songs? Or, hear me out, do I just know what's good? There's also mods. Mods help a lot too. Mods help. Okay, I don't own Fallout 76. That's a fucking lie. I don't own. This was in my library. I tried to join someone's game when I was invited to play Fallout 76 for a collab once. I don't own it. It installed and told me I don't own it. And I was like, I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do about that. But I was spiteful, so I didn't buy it. Spite's important. Look at the top games. It's interesting because top games they're either extremely good single player or they're almost exclusively like multiplayer and usually shooters, right? That's just how it is. And MMOs and horse girls. What do we count horse girls as? Horse girls is just horse girl. So it's interesting to me that over 20 years, I feel the larger player taste hasn't really changed much. Outer Worlds 2. I do really like Obsidian. I like Obsidian. I love that they release a lot of games. By which I mean, they actually make games and release them at a reasonable rate. I think they released 2 or 3 full-length RPGs, like good ones, this year alone. Now, that probably is a little too many. They probably should have spaced it out. But, hey, exactly. Spite is what's up. Spite is what powers me. It fuels. It defines who I am. Grand Theft Auto 5, don't worry. GTA 6, it's never coming out. It's never coming out. We got Silent Hill, absolutely excellent. If you want a horror game, you can watch the first playthrough on my stream on YouTube at Lord Generic. Make sure to subscribe and follow for more. Hashtag humble brag. But no, this game, Silent Hill F, it's got juice. This game rules. This game rules. It's really good. I need to play the rest of the playthroughs. And I mean play. You can't just look up endings in this game. When you play through it on repeat playthroughs for like for like 4 playthroughs, I've been told, it like actively changes and gives you more info, and the cutscenes change. Like, it actually does matter. I might put it on an easier difficulty though. Got into kit bashing retrograde minis? Hell yeah, you have. That's some good. That's a good pick. Retrograde Minis rules. I love that website. Retrograde Minis, for those unaware, is a website that allows you to make really good custom sprites for sci-fi and fantasy for tabletop games, or just anything you need sprites for. In particular, it was made for the tabletop RPG Lancer, so it's got a ton of mecha options. If you're thirsting for the wolf and that freaked you out, don't get freaked. Thirst harder. Out-freak them. It's the only way to achieve true power. Oh, fuck. Ooh, Final Fantasy and Total War up here? God, Total War is broken, but I love it. Warhammer. I hope Warhammer will be good. I hope. That new engine is promising. But we do have Final Fantasy Tactics. I am going to pick this one up. This is one of the ones I have in the cart. I am going to pick this up because I've never had a chance to play the original Final Fantasy Tactics. And this game, for those unaware, is one of the GOATs. It is considered like one of the best strategy games ever made. Just ever. I play the Tactics Advanced games, which are really good. I know Tactics is just amazing. I gotta play it. I'll pick that one up. But I won't stream it. The reason is that as much as I would love to stream it, I'm not gonna lie, these games don't really stream well. They're very slow. And it's very long. And also the stream tax is gonna make me get my ass killed. Because they're hard. It's like, oh, you couldn't get a worse. Oh boy. I mean, if you can pull it off, you're awesome, but I'm not good enough. Like RPGs, look up Fabula Ultima. I have heard Fabula Ultima is basically a Final Fantasy tabletop game. It does interest me. The only issue is that it's a classic issue of like, I can only play so many tabletop games. That is my issue. RB there yet? Fun party game, fun friend slop game. I love that term. The friend slop. Everything is slop now. This is a 4-player game out driving an RV and up a mountain, and it's like absurd. Okay. So, Ready or Not, it's interesting to me that Ready or Not is 2 years old. Oh, like exactly 2 years old. It is $30 now. I have heard, if anyone, oh, it's just general JRPG? Cool. I have heard that this, exactly, there's only so many hours in the day. I've heard that this game got its source code leaked. And because it got its source code leaked, I am very much like, ooh, I don't know about playing this game. Definitely not online, that's for sure. But it does look like a lot of fun. You know what? I'll put it on the cart. I'm not going to necessarily buy anything on the cart, but it is a way to save it. Because Lord knows my wish list, which I mostly use to look at things, is like 100 things, and it's too much. I need to trim it down. I really should. I'm not going to play half the things on it, but I should. What else do we got? What else do we got? Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh my god, 20% off Black Ops. No. 30% off Black Ops? It is 1 month old. It is 1 month old, and it's 30% off the new Call of Duty. That is dire. Oh yeah, recent reviews. 1,100 reviews, mostly negative. Oh yeah. First review, Activision is abusing the Steam refund policy by combining playtime from all COD games. Don't buy this game. You cannot return it. Hell yes. Wow. It is the really wish list. Look, look. They go on, they don't come off. Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know, that's just how it be. Oh man. You know, there was a lot of bad things this year, which we won't go into, but good year for games. Good year for games. A lot of stuff coming out. Maybe too much. I would say definitely too much. Lord knows you can't play half of it. Lord, oh God, Lost Ark is up here. Lost Ark. Ugh. Why are you this high? Don't play Lost Ark, kids. Friends don't let friends play Lost Ark. This is a Diablo style MMO. This is a Diablo style MMO. Don't let your friends play Lost Ark. I tried it. Oh man, the story was bad. And it's a Korean MMO. I was expecting a bad story. No. It was bad. Bad year for Game Awards. I thought the Game Awards were fine. Most of those game trailers were for me specifically. I was watching the trailers like, yeah. What else do we got? And now we're hitting the point of like, it's kind of just random stuff as you filter down the list a bit. Kingdom Hearts. Oh God, Overwatch 2. Aren't you dead yet? I know you will be soon enough. Damn you, Overwatch. Alright. I just kind of looked through. Alright, so what's in the cart? Well, hold on. What's in the wish list? Don't worry about that one. Okay, hear me out. That's a bad start. I want to stream this. It is a trashy harem FMV game. And you're like, generic? Why? I watched a friend streaming the beginning of the demo, and it ended on one point, on a plot beat that was so out of pocket, so out of left field, that I was like, oh my God, this is the best game I've ever seen. This is the wildest thing. It is like, if you know what K-dramas are like, what Korean dramas are like, it is some prime K-drama garbage. And I was like, oh yeah, I am in. And that's why I'm gonna buy it. Jurassic Park? No. K-drama garbage? Yeah. All right, now I'll look through the wish list. Yeah, so that's this. I heard Prince of Persia was good. It's really on sale, but it's a single, like, I have it here and I know it's good, but it's a Metroidvania, so I'm like, eh. I'm like very eh. I'm waiting on the crust because that's an automation game. I'm waiting for it to be done. I might pick up Triangle Strategy alongside Final Fantasy Tactics, but I'll probably wait on it. I'll probably wait on it still, even though it's like 3 years old, but I know it's really good. Because I need to play through Ogre Battle. Need to play through Ogre Battle remake and the Tactics remake, and that's a lot of strategy. You know, hell yeah. So you're like, oh, there's crazy stuff. I am probably going to pick up Metal Gear Solid Delta. The Metal Gear Solid 3. Hold on, that's too loud. The Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I am going to pick this up because I plan on streaming the Metal Gear games. I've only ever played Metal Gear Solid 5. That's the only one I played. Oh, and Revengeance. The worst in Brazilian telenovelas. Okay, hold up. That's like a nuclear weapon, John. Nothing is worse than Brazilian telenovelas. Like, you cannot defeat the power of cries in Portuguese. I know the famous screenshot is cries in Spanish, but it's Brazilian, so it's Portuguese. But it is on that level. It is on that level of like, what the hell, man? It's beautiful. It's good. And that's why I'm like, yeah, anyway. Why is this a multiplayer Metal Gear game? Oh my god, it is. Whack. Anyways, I was planning on playing through the Metal Gear series because I've never played them, so I want to stream through them. Splinter Cell? Nah. They don't make Splinter Cell. That series is dead. But I do want to play Metal Gear. A Brazilian telenovela, even bad. Hold up, I didn't say they're bad. I don't mean that they're of low quality. Here's the thing. The soap opera is not low quality. The soap opera is like... it's trash, and I mean that affectionately. Sometimes you want just like stupid drama. That is why you watch things like telenovelas and K-dramas, because you want some spicy hot garbage, and you're like, yeah. It's not bad. It's just like being good would defeat half the point. But yeah, I plan on playing through these games when I get some time and when I'm able to. So we're gonna pick up Snake Eater. We're gonna pick up the Metal Gear 3 remake. I mean, Power Ranger beat 'em up. I do want that. I heard Romancing Saga 2 is once again one of those, like, this is one of the best RPG games ever made. At least Square Enix ones. So I'm like, maybe not now, but I'll keep it on. This is why my wish list is so big, because it's everything. Oh, I did see this one though. I did see this one. This came out early this year. This is, hold on.
JP, desperately need a job.
This is
Mr. Palmer left the car in reverse.
a physics comedy game of you delivering things, but your car is like completely invincible. But your car is completely invincible, and I was like,
Sir, Winston Green.
all right, I might be down. I might be down. This looks like a good stupid series. So I'm thinking deliver at all costs. That one looks good. It's the kind of stupid I need. Got a bunch of strategy games, a bunch of indie games I'm still kind of waiting on. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on this wish list that I really am like, I'll get these one day. No, I won't. Do I care about Daemon X Machina? No. I heard it was okay. I heard they got rid of the mechs and its power armor, and I'm not interested. Oh, the altars sounded so interesting, but I also heard it used a lot of AI in its development, and I don't know. This is a survival builder. It's a single-player survival builder where it uses a cool mechanic where you create more copies of your main character by essentially toying with potential timelines and creating versions of yourself if you had made different decisions throughout your life. If you're like, what if I went to medical school? Well, you can create the doctor version of you who has different skills. And I'm like, that sounds good. That sounds cool. Armors can be cool. I know, but I like mecha more. I also never played through Daemon X Machina 1. I never bothered to play through 1. That's the real problem. Ooh, how much is this one? Oh, $50 for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I'm not putting music on. Not for a Sega game. That's risky. So, okay. I watched some of this. Who predicted that 2025 was the year of the kart racer? There are 3 cartoony top tier kart racing games with like wacky items and stuff that came out this year. You have the new Mario Kart game with the Switch 2. You have the new Kirby Air Ride game. with the Switch 2, which again, how did we get a Kirby Air Ride game? That's incredible. And guess what? I played it. It's super good. I don't own a Switch 2, but Kirby Air Ride fucking rules. It's super, super good. And we got Sonic Crossworld. And Sonic Crossworld, I was watching some play, like a friend play it. It's really good. All the kart racers are amazing. So, like, racing games are in a horrible spot, but kart racers have never been better. And you can play as Hatsune Miku. I don't... okay, I do know why that's important. Because it's clearly important. Like, who cares about Sonic characters? I'm here to play Hatsune Miku and Ichiban Katsuga from the Yakuza games. That's all that matters. I don't know, but $50 for a kart racer, I am like, that still seems... That seems a little much. That seems a little much. Ooh, 30% off. Do I pick up Codename Bakery? This is a This is the first game Girls Frontlines devs ever made, and they remade it. I've heard it's super good, but I know it's also brutally hard. It is a very, very hard turn-based strategy game. I'll put it on the list. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Anything else? Anything else? I am your beast. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's one of those kinds of indie FPSs where you like super movement based about like it's almost like a speed running style FPS where it's about the movement and like throwing and feeling super clean. Maybe might be good. See, I like how think of Hatsune exactly. It's always got Hatsune Miku. That's what matters. I like how I have half these games on my wish list, and I'm like, what is this? Stargate Timekeepers. This is apparently a turn-based strategy. The only reason I put this on the wish list is because I used to love Stargate. I loved Stargate growing up. This was great. How did we get such a good quality sci-fi series that was so long-running on TV? This thing ruled. This thing ruled. If you didn't watch Stargate growing up, you definitely don't want this. But if you did, I don't know, it has mixed reviews. South of Midnight, though, this one I might pick up. This.
Between mercy and justice, ain't that right, Hazel Flood?
This is a deep American South centric story game with some action about a lot of like deep Southern mythology and story and stuff. I watched some of it be played by a friend and I was like, okay, this rules. And most importantly, it taps into a culture and mythology you almost never see used in stories. You don't see a lot of deep South storytelling, and I'm like, hell yeah, give me that weird stuff. Give me that stuff you don't see. Also, it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. Looks really good. So, we'll put that on. Of course, I'll just cut everything later. That's why nothing ever leaves the list. What can I say? Nothing ever leaves the list. Yeah, we got Final Fantasy. It's got to be there. I am going to pick this up. I'm going to probably pick this up for a friend as well. Absalon. So Absalon is apparently a top-tier side-scrolling beat-em-up with roguelike upgrades. So you do runs through it, and you get random upgrades, and it's like really, really hard. But, you know, you're trying to find upgrades to make your characters busted. But I've heard it's super good, and Mick Gordon did parts of the soundtrack. And yeah, Mick Gordon, the same guy who did the Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal soundtracks, that guy did it for a beat 'em up. And I'm like, ooh. Beyond the rest, can't stream Morta. What is Morta? Describe it to me. That's a thing, right? there's always things where it's like, this would be fun to stream. And then there's things like this Dead Reset where I'm like,
Peggy 18.
this looks fascinating. YouTube will murder me on live TV if I stream it because it's so gory. This, we'll turn off the volume for Dead Reset. Dead Reset is apparently an FMV. It is a pre-recorded game. So it's like live action pre-recorded. It's basically a horror film, but it is about a time loop. It is a time loop story about, you are basically a bunch of dudes stuck in the first Alien movie, complete with like the monster bursting out of a dude's chest, right? Like it starts with the monster bursting out of the dude's chest, but you're in a time loop. So it's like, all right, so the alien escapes at the beginning, but can you figure out how to not have everyone get got by the alien? And I'm like, that sounds really good. I might pick it up for personal play because that's something where it's like, I would love to stream it. I don't think that's going to happen. Secret Agent Wizard Boy and the International Crime Syndicate, still in early access. Did I never pick up the Dawnsbury Day DLC? Oh my god, I did it. Oh my god. Dawnsbury Days. If you like Pathfinder 2nd Edition, go to Steam and get Dawnsbury Days. It is the only Pathfinder 2nd Edition RPG in existence. That's it. That's its selling point. It's also pretty good. It's well designed. It's functional. It's fun. It lets you play almost every class, especially with mods, and it runs great. Yes, it's very simple. It was made by like one guy. It was made by one guy who has not devved a game before, but he got it to work. Oh god, looking at it, I can only describe it as very... Oh, it's a Doom mod? Interesting. Any advice for running horror? That is a great one. That's a great one. That is something I'm happy to talk about while we look at Dawnsbury Days. So, Dawnsbury Days... Oh, I wonder if any of this is going to be a deep fucking cut. This game feels very Battle for Westnoth. Battle for Westnoth is an old free-to-play, community-made, turn-based strategy game that rules. It was so good. So good. It is. You can probably still play it. I haven't played it in like a decade, but you probably still can. More than a decade, actually. But any advice for running horror in PF2? Yes. So, when you run horror, when you run something scary, we first have to ask ourselves, did it freeze? I think it froze. It's just a picture. Is the system we are running appropriate for the genre? Does Dawnsbury Days have a story? It has a it has a light story. Again, it is made by one guy. It's a very simple story. I know the DLCs have some stories. Yeah. Oh, you played it? Nice. It's a very simple story. It gets the job done, but it's very like, yeah, you're some kids. Someone's missing in the forest. Go find them. Oh no. There's some evil guys. Go beat them up. Oh no, they're waking up a demon. Very, very straightforward. But it gets the job done. If you want like this is not Baldur's Gate. This is, I am one guy and I really want to try to make a functioning Pathfinder 2nd Edition RPG game. And it's true and accurate to Pathfinder 2nd Edition with a little bit of homebrew. That he did achieve. But yeah, so Dawnsbury Days, yeah, it's great for place testing stuff. Oh, it's so good, right? But when you're looking at horror games, right? When you're looking at a horror genre, Pathfinder 2nd Edition is heroic fantasy. Is a genre about people overcoming the odds and saving the day because they work together and because on some level they're either the chosen ones or they're built different, right? That's the kind of genre it is. I would argue Pathfinder, it's not even a good genre, much like Dungeons and Dragons, not a good pick for even running like the Lord of the Rings. In the Lord of the Rings, Aragorn, not even built different. Not even built different. He's a Chad. He's a hero and the sexiest man ever made, outside of Leon Kennedy. But he's just a guy. In games like Pathfinder, your heroes are insane. So, a horror game as a horror genre in Pathfinder, you can't have horror just because you say, oh, there's a big monster and it's gonna kill you. Oh, there's scary zombies. Isn't that horrifying? That's not gonna be scary. That's not gonna horrify people. They're just gonna go, yeah, okay, I smash zombies all the time. Because of the convention of the genre, because your players are really strong and have stat blocks, and enemies have stat blocks, and they will bleed when I hit them. It's really hard to do horror. What you can do with horror is, I would say you need a threat that is encroaching, that is unstoppable. You need the threat of the horror to be something that does not care about the heroes smashing some of its aspects, right? If it's zombies, it's it needs to be like Resident Evil. In Resident Evil, they destroy zombies. Your heroes, your players, annihilate tons of zombies. It just doesn't matter because they're just trying to escape. The zombies, you can't handle them. There's too many. You have to do it like that. So it's not a Amnesia style horror. It's not a, oh no, they're gonna get you. It's a, god damn it, there's so many monsters style of horror. That's the kind of horror you would want to tell in Pathfinder, because that lets the players have more agency while still having like, wow, we can handle these zombies. And then Nemesis Kool-Aid Man's through the wall and just crumples one of your knight like NPC friends into a tin can, and you're like, oh fuck, oh no. Made a Five Nights at Freddy's clone. So it sounds like you made something that functions, but you had to go very outside of what Pathfinder is designed to be to make it work, right? And if that worked, hell yeah. But it is difficult. I think the best horrors that Pathfinder suits itself for would be a lot of like the PS2 style horrors. So look at like Silent Hill, look at Resident Evil, a lot of the Capcom horror games from the PS2 and PS3 era, I would say, where your heroes do smash through the baddies, but it's more horror themed with a lot of action than it is like dread and anxiousness. Because it's hard to be dread and anxious when you're a bunch of Giga Chads who are built different and can take down the president as like in a SWAT raid because you're so good at working together, right? How do I get out? All right, Donsbury Days. I'm gonna pick up that DLC. I didn't realize they released a level 9 DLC. This thing is legit so useful for anyone who wants to play Pathfinder because it lets you test things in single player and learn different mechanics. Super good. Grey Heritage. I think this is a Fire Emblem game. God, I need to get a Switch too. Before the prices go up. Because they're gonna make a Fire Emblem on it. I don't want to buy a Switch 2 for Fire Emblem and nothing else except for Kirby Air Ride. I mean, I love Kirby Air Ride, but bro, that's a lot of money for Fire Emblem. And we all know I'm not going to get another one. Your party is mythic. Exactly. If your party is mythic, then it's like, it's so hard to actually scare them because they are so ungodly strong. Ooh, did this one get back on? I should get this one. Trials of Innocence. This is one I've been interested in playing. This is a Chinese game that I've been told just pirate it. Honestly, I might, because like it's like $800-700, right? And it's like, dude, that's a lot. This is Chinese Ace Attorney. with a little bit of gay girls tossed in on the side. A little bit of toxic Yuri between the murders. So, and I'm like, I love Ace Attorney. And a little bit of Yuri. Hey, that don't hurt. So yeah, I'll also just add Trials of Innocence. Ho ho. Oh, I can use the OST. Ooh. Ooh. I'll buy that. And then I'll use it on stream. Haha, no one can stop me. I mean, what? Yeah. God. Oh, I cannot wait. It's not on sale, but I can't wait for the James Bond game made by the Hitman devs. Dude, Hitman is so good. James Bond is like a perfect pick for them. It's like a perfect synergy. I cannot wait. I hope this is good. I hope this is good so much. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not showing any music for James Bond. That is a trap. That is a trap and a half, and I know it. All right, well, that's everything that's on sale. And now I just have random stuff that'll never... Nirvana. Nirvana's here. God, Valhalla. You have not. Please play Valhalla. I'll show it to you after this. Thank you, Sukaban Games. Nirvana will never come out. It's a visual novel where you play a bartender in a cyberpunk world that kind of sucks. There we go. Valhalla. VA-11. This game, probably one of my favorite visual novels. Can you play I Wish I Was James Bond? What is that? Oh wait, hold on. I need to put this on the wish list. Their other game. The other thing some of them are making, which is apparently Parasite Eve. I wish I was James. Huh? Yeah, I think it's not. Nah, that shit's not coming out. I've given up hope. My morale is at -5. Ah, okay. Oh, song on YouTube? In that case, I will be careful and say no, I will not play it on stream. Just to be safe. Because I'm also testing if all this Arknights music that I'm playing, I mean, it's kind of quiet, I just have it in the background. But I want to see if this makes YouTube freak out on the bot. Because if we delete this stream, it's like not a big deal. I'm just sitting here eating a sandwich, bro. You think this is an important stream? Hell no. So that is something I'm curious about. From when StarCraft 2 arcade was good. Ooh, spicy. I see. Oh, when is Dino Lords coming out? Oh, does this have a release date? No release date, please. Please, they showed a trailer for this a while ago. Oh, Ghost Ship? Hell yeah, Rock and Stone, brother. This game is apparently you playing like a Welsh lord or an English lord. And it's like an RTS defense builder. And you have to fend off waves of Viking invaders with dinosaurs. The Vikings have dinosaurs. Good luck. And I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Villages burned. Kingdoms broke. Hope withered.
Dude. Isn't it funny how good things are when you just add dinosaurs?
And turned upon their masters.
Oh, we have our own dinosaur. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Steel and scale.
Yeah, we have our own dinosaur. Hell yeah. See? How is this not a perfect game? How is this game anything outside of perfect? Yo, we get a Triceratops? I should buy the Jurassic Park builder. Who am I kidding? I love dinosaurs. Who doesn't love dinosaurs? They're cool. Look at that Raptor Knights. God damn. You haven't run dinosaurs yet in Pathfinder? Why not? Just throw a few in.
A new age is upon us.
Look, don't throw in dinosaurs by themselves. They have an issue. Dinosaurs have an issue which is common in Pathfinder. And this is something I want to make videos on, but I need to think about it more. For encounter design, a lot of monsters, it's a problem in fantasy in particular. You want to maintain cohesion. You want things to make sense. So if you say, oh, you get attacked by dinosaurs, every enemy is a dinosaur. And because there's only so many dinosaurs of a given level, it's probably like maybe 2 types of dinosaur, which results in the encounter being a bunch of bruisers hitting you, right? It's a bunch of bricks of stats just getting thrown at the party with no other thought. It's not that interesting. And it's like, well, if the dinosaurs had a caster, exactly, they seem basic. Yeah, they're a brick of stats. They are a bruiser enemy. But if they had a wizard backing them up, they'd be more interesting. So consider, next time your heroes fight some dudes, you know what? You aren't being attacked by knights. You're being attacked by a regiment of dinosaur cavalry. Put a couple of knights on raptors or something, and then put like a wizard on a dinosaur. And because he has a mount, the dinosaur runs away while the wizard is like casting spells. Now we got a fight, right? Now we got something cool. The other guys are lancing and hit and running. So if your front line tries to chase after the wizard, the knights will just run down your casters or the player's casters. And it's like, ooh, now we got a fight. Do things like that. Because, yeah, dinosaurs on their own, they're just kind of beat sticks. The only challenge is when you do things like that, it's like, that's a lot of enemies generic. They all have to be low level. Hit my mic. Much like Lancer, I prefer low level enemies. I prefer unavailable item. What does that mean? No hint, huh? I guess we'll remove that one. But, yeah. I prefer having lots of weak enemies, and much like Lancer, just sprinkling in more when they're like, oh, they're crushing me. Fuck it, more. Wish there were stat blocks. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit of work. You got to take people, like, grab some guys from the NPC core and just say, you know what, they're on dinosaurs now. Deal with it. I just put them on dinosaurs. Yeah, got removed, but I'm like, but what is it? I'm so curious what this was. Ooh, Deep Rock Galactic win. Do we have an announcement? No, I think they delayed this. They delayed the Deep Rock Galactic, like, hardcore roguelike game that they're making, where it's, like, harder, but more of a roguelike than Deep Rock, which is more co-op extraction. If you haven't played it, Deep Rock Galactic is one of the best co-op games you can get. You play 4 dwarves, up to 4 dwarves, who are doing mining missions for a company on a bug-infested alien planet. And the bugs do not like that you are ripping the land up for minerals. It's so good. Run the cavalry of dinosaurs as a troop. Exactly, Mega. Yeah, run the cavalry as a troop. Because again, that lets... Because, you know, troops' job, they're not really... I've never found troops to be dangerous. But they are an excellent meat wall. And that, you know, that provides power for your wizard on a dinosaur. And most importantly, when the players reach them and they're like, I'm going to beat this guy's ass, the wizard is indeed on a dinosaur, and you can make use of the inflated stat block. And hey, if you're playing with mythic characters, I think fighting the dinosaur squadron of Dino Knights is exactly what you would want. Yeah, the philosophy of a small amount of strong ones. I will say, EJ, if you're designing a Lancer one-shot, change your strategy. In Lancer, it will usually run better. If you watch the playthrough we've done here on Lord Generic, hashtag follow and subscribe. But if you watch our playthrough on YouTube, the stream, it runs better when you throw waves of dudes at them and let the players rip through the NPCs. Because it doesn't matter how many NPCs the players kill. I'll just make more. And what that does is it encourages control and encourages different strats. So if you have a few grunts, like if you have 4 players, right? 1 slot is grunts, 2 slots are normal guys, and the last slot is like a veteran or an elite. Now we're talking. You want a mix of beefy boys, normal guys who are easy to take down, and grunts who are trash. That way your player's like, ooh, who do we target? And make the more dangerous ones normal enemies to encourage your players make good picks. If you make the super high damage guy the elite or the veteran, they're just going to be like, man, why do you make the tanks fragile to encourage me to shoot at tanks? That feels bad. That's what I would recommend. Ooh, does this have an announcement? 2016. This is a fun one.
Like there was something lurking in the shadows.
This looks like a friend slop game. Swarm tactics and one-hit wonders. Exactly. Blue Ridge Hunting is its name. It's looks like one of those, you know, one of those friend games. But you're a bunch of dudes trying to get webcam footage of Appalachian cryptids. You're hunting Bigfoot and the Mothman in the woods at night. And I'm like, yeah, that, ooh, Appalachian cryptids, let's go. I hope this one's good. Yeah, absolutely play test the fights. If you need more examples, again, hashtag watch my entire campaign we streamed over 3 months. You know, 4 or 5 hour runs, just, you know, real fast. Real, just dip by. But Coliseum for the KTB. Ooh, that's a good pick. Yeah. Consider it's not the specifics of my fights. Consider how the maps are designed philosophically, by which I mean, hey, what are the players doing and what are the enemies doing? How much cover should one side have? How hard should it be for the attacking side to approach? And always have 2 or 3 separate lanes, like physically separated. Because if there's only one way to travel, it just kind of turns into a monster mash. And that's not interesting. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, fuck. Is Kingmakers have an announcement yet? Oh, this is as hype as the Dino game. Why are there 2 games with almost the exact same premise? Actually, they're wildly different, but shockingly similar. But they're both the hypest thing. We have, can your English lord or your British lord defeat the dinosaur Vikings? And we have, if I traveled back in time to save the Welsh from English aggression, in my 2002 Dodge Pontiac, could I defeat the English if I brought a gun? And I'm like, hell yeah. If I took a shitty truck to the medieval battlefield, could we defeat the English knights? And I'm like, yeah, this is so stupid. It's the best thing ever. This is what video games was made for. I said Kingmaker, thought you meant Pathfinder. Yeah, no. The game is called Kingmaker. Okay, hear me out, though. Hear me out. You could totally make a Pathfinder, or better yet, a Starfinder campaign, which was your space age heroes have crash landed on a medieval planet, and you have to save the Welsh from the English. So it is a bunch of Pathfinder monsters fighting your laser gun Star Trek guys, and you're like, God damn, these knights got hands though. Like, it'd be stupid, but it'd be great. Gonna have 3 to 4 floors of King of the Hill, capture the flag, and kill. If those are what you have, capture the... So, what I'd recommend, EJ, is... What the hell? What I'd recommend, EJ, is to consider not just the objectives, but the mobility. You want to... You have captured the flag, which encourages fast teams. And you have King of the Hill, which encourages reaching the middle and then defending. That's kind of a mixed one. What I would recommend would be, I don't remember the names, maybe consider the 4-point control. Is that King of the Hill? Don't remember. Where there's 4 control points, and every turn that either side ends the mission in, in a point, or ends the round with exclusive control of that quadrant, they get a point. That will challenge the players, not just, hey, can you group up, but how well can you do if you have to spread out to 2 or 3 points. So what you want to do is you essentially want to encourage that certain players will do certain builds, and team comps will be stronger or weaker in certain situations. That is what I would recommend. I've played at level 10 or 12 mowing through hordes. Exactly. But it's be really funny because it's like, these medieval knights aren't nothing. And then the actual noble troops are like fucking Giga Chad, and they're like, oh, these guys are real, actually. Sounds like a version of King of the Hill. I'm sure it has a sit rep name. I don't remember what it is. I'm sure it's there. I think I ran it at some point in the campaign. I probably mentioned its name. I don't know. But yeah. So that's what I'd recommend. And for the kill one, Behemoth Brawl is a really good pick for kill. That is not in the base game. That is in the... Hold on. I can just find this. That is in this. Hey, look, it's also from Interpoint Station. The same guys who made the maps is from Lancer Enhanced Combat. This is a book which kind of expands on the ideas of the game and talks more about the different sit reps, different bonus objectives to sprinkle in. Because Lancer is as much of the game that it is as it is a war game. It is as much the game that it is as it is a war game. And as a result, that's why having objectives, having secondaries, things the players can do to make the next mission easier, even if it makes the fight easier for them overall, it feels really good. And that's what we want. We want our players to feel good and to feel like they earned the win and did well. All right. Well, that's it on the Steam list. Are we even going to do anything on Pathfinder? We've kind of been yapping about it all day anyways. Maybe I just take a break. Maybe we call that good. Ooh, that reminds me. Speaking of Pathfinder, this game, I think it was this one. Was it this one? Why are you on the list? It is. Crownbreakers, the Ashen Wolves. This is under dev. This is another Pathfinder 2nd edition CRPG that is under development. And I'm like, ooh, all right, let's take a look. Yeah, so there's a few different Pathfinder CRPGs under development. This is one of them. I personally am going to buy all of them because I want to support Pathfinder games. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. I know some people don't like that they're often using like minis for their style, but like, look, man, budgets. You know what I mean? Like, look, man, do you want these to get made or not? Oh, that's cute. I like the drawn character sheet on grid paper. Okay. Not everyone's going to like this style. As someone who did this growing up, I like this. All right, so that is one to look out for. That is definitely one to look out for. Crownbreakers, the Ashen Wolves. Dragon's Demand looks very amateurish. Dragons... Oh, it's not on Steam yet? Right, because it just got kickstarted. I'll still pick it up. Here's the thing. Not every Pathfinder RPG is going to be the best one. Because they can't. If you get 3 RPGs, one of them is going to be like, okay, one of them's probably going to be good, and one will be like, eh. And that's fine. We just need there to be enough Pathfinder RPGs for there to be the good one and the one I don't like. And then we use mods to, you know, and then modders make the bad one into a good one anyways. And we're like, yeah, there we go. That's what we about. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, this is the other one I was thinking. Anyways, hold on. Hold on. If y'all have not, I will play this when it comes out. I started TTRPGs recently, so never use physical. That's incredibly reasonable. I don't use physical sheets anymore. And this is very, very unk of me. But I do think it hits a little different. There is something really nice about the physicality. Look into Starfinder 2 Afterlight. Ooh, right, the Starfinder game. I think I kickstarted it. I'm just kind of waiting around for it to come out. I hope a Starfinder game is good. I want to play more Starfinder because I don't have enough experience with it to understand. I was looking at the Starfinder books and I was like, until I play this, I can't tell how good anything is. But anyways, I'm just going to let this trailer run. For some reason, Twitch won't let you see the stream. Yeah, so Twitch is broken, apparently, Peril. I've been told that my Twitch stream is broken and everyone's getting error 1000. The video download was canceled. Not a clue in the world what that means. Not a clue why it's broken. I don't know. It'll be a shorter stream. We're just kind of looking at videos and vibing. VAs from Overwatch. Yeah. I mean, big voice actors is good, but I also feel like it's a really big expense. So I don't know if it's the move. Personally, but then again, the fact that I'm into the Dragon's Demand, that I'm into Crown Breakers, I'm someone, I mean, I streamed Promise Mascot Agency this month for Pete's sake. I like weird indie games, so, you know, you grow out my hair like your model. You mean in real life? Oh, actually, fun fact, my hair in real life is longer than you see here. It's an old picture. Which reminds me that I really need to schedule a salon visit. The ends of my ends are fucking atrocious. I have not had my hair cut in like 3.5 years. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. They're denying me the right to buy RAM, taking away streaming. I know, right? We should fight. Wait, hold on. YouTube, you did not hear that. All right. Y'all have to just see this game, though. Got the other spectrum. I'm sorry. But hey, as long as you look good, that's what matters. We all find what's good for us. A little quiet still. Actually, I probably shouldn't be running this music very loud. So yeah, this is a house flipper game. It's a home improvement game, and as someone whose relatives have indeed lost their shirts trying to be house flippers doing home improvements, I watched this and I went, oh my god, finally, someone who knows what it's like. Someone who knows what it's actually like. This is what home improvement is like, people. You had yours that long for 3 years and you hated it. I'm sorry. Well, I bet you look great. And hey, as long as you're comfortable with what you have, that's what matters, right? The only thing that matters is that you like the look of what you got and that you're confident in it. Those are the only things that matter. Before. Wow, what an apartment. Oh, shit. Like, everything about this game being a garbage home repair guy, like this is actually an unironic landlord simulator game where you're just so cheap, and I cannot wait to make the worst, just the worst stuff ever known. Oh, you can water down the paints. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, you found money. Mine. Yeah, temporary. It's been like this 5 years. We have come to improve it. Makes it worse. Yeah, so I'm just like I saw this game and like, oh, this game fucking rules. Oh, finally, someone who knows what it's like. Because I see people playing like House Flipper, and just something deep within me is like, ugh. I've lived that. Get away from me. Get away from me. But this, I'm like, yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. Oh, by the way, never do this. Never. Not a joke. Actual, I am ethically and legally required to be serious about this. Do not force your breakers open. They are tripping so that you don't explode and die. Do not do this. Also, it probably won't work. Most good modern breakers are designed with an internal switch, so it will still trip if you do this. However, breakers in a house like this, you 100% know, have no internal switch. This place is garbage. However, in-game, expect me to do this every 5 seconds. I gotta. All right, that's it. Low budget repairs. All right. That's all. I don't know. Why are we looking at Steam? It just seemed fun. That's it. That's all I got. Oh, God. Do we take it easy? This is a take it easy kind of day, isn't it? This is very much a take it easy kind of day, isn't it? Yeah. I feel that's all I got. We were going to do some Pathfinder stuff, but I am kind of like, maybe we just, hold on. SK8, take me away. Take me away. Oh, that's why you do the VTube that way. Because then I'm just the big size automatically. Ah, so it's you move less. So you move, hold on, let me clean up the crumbs. It's been a little while. I see why they do that. Okay, so it's less of a fidelity thing and more of a ease of use kind of thing. Okay, good to know. Well, I think we might just take it a little easier today, because apparently the Twitch side of the stream is just bad, just straight up non-functional. So I got to figure that out. That'll be fun. I hope that isn't broken for Saturday when we play more Factorio. You know, that'd suck. You're upset at your own rotator? Oh, I need to test a new model. Well, gotta have patience. Or you just throw it all out and just force it. Just start it now. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, all right. Well, because the Twitch side is broken, and I don't know, I'm just kind of feeling the vibes. She's another TF2 streamer. Really? Another Pathfinder streamer happened to them too? Huh. Are you telling me? I mean, I'm not, okay. I'm not saying that this is how. I'm not saying that Wizards of the Coast has personally sent a squad of Pinkerton detectives to the Twitch offices to rough up the servers for Pathfinder streamers. But I am saying that Wizards of the Coast has hired Pinkertons and sent them to people's houses. And this has, coincidentally, the Twitch servers have been turning off for multiple Pathfinder-loving people. I'm not saying these are connected, of course, because obviously there's no evidence of this. However, the Wizards of the Coast, they know they're weak. They're trying to defend themselves like a bear backed in a corner. Yes, our time is now. Did I just shut down stream? It's... No, it's... I don't know. Wait, did YouTube break for you? It's Twitch that's broken. It's Twitch side that's broken. At least it should be. No, no, should be working. I don't know. Everything's busted. And how do you even look? Look, that looks. Hold on, let me move myself a little. I also tried another thing. So YouTube is interesting. They just added an option to have automatic vertical streaming. Automatic vertical streaming, by which I mean it does like it cuts the middle, I want to say third of the screen and just creates a vertical stream for it for phones. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna click this and see what it does. You can't adjust what part of the screen it's cutting. You can't adjust what part of the screen it's cutting, but yeah, I don't know. You wish PF2 would kill D&D. Seems a Critical Role game is gonna do that. Will it though? I don't think it will. You mean Daggerheart? No, I've heard people like Daggerheart. And yeah, I'm just offline on Steam right now. I've heard people like Daggerheart, which is great. I haven't had a chance to play it. I need a chance to play it more. But oh, thanks for dropping by, EJ. Appreciate you being here. Even if everything's broken. Even if it's all horribly broken. But as good as Daggerheart seems, I don't think it will win. And the reason I don't think it'll kill D&D is simple. Because it's not named Dungeons and Dragons. Because in my opinion, and mind you, I have been playing Dungeons and Dragons since I was 6. I've been playing since I was 6, maybe 8. Either way, right? I was out here playing advanced D&D. I'm talking 2nd edition, baby. 3rd edition didn't even exist. But it took a while for 3rd edition to exist, I'm not gonna lie. But I adore D&D. D&D is not good. I think 5th edition has a lot of big issues, and they made 5.5 like what do they call it? D&D Next. It's 5.5 edition. It's just 5.5. I have not played it. I have heard it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same game. Yeah, Daggerheart should have made their abbreviation D&D. It would be funny, but it'd kill them in the water because D&D is too big. It's too old. It's like World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft has not been good in a long time. Blizzard is not a good company, right? And I'll just straight up say that. If you play a Blizzard game, you agree Blizzard is not a good company. But they're so big. They're so old. No one is going to overwhelm them, right? It's like a whale fall. When a whale dies in the this is a real thing, a whale fall. When a whale dies in the ocean, its body slowly sinks to the bottom. And as it sinks to the bottom, it creates a new ecosystem for different stages of ocean life as it falls. But it lasts for so long because it's so big. That's D&D. So even if it's not doing well, even if the design is bad and the stuffed suits are cutting everyone who knows what they're doing and just ruining it, which, like, hey, welcome to every company in existence. Even if all that happens and they shed half their player base, they're still the biggest name. They're still number one, right? Problem is not Blizzard, Activision. Look, you can't say that because they're the same. At the end of the day, a suit is a suit and an executive is an executive. You can't trust any of them. But I love Pathfinder. I've heard Daggerheart's really good. D&D 5th edition has been very interesting for me to watch because I feel like 5e has a cult mentality. And I don't use the word lightly. I legitimately mean that, like, people who play 5e and only play 5e are like crazy. They're crazy in on 5th edition. even though it doesn't, in my opinion, actually do that much particularly different. It's not really good at anything in particular, but for whatever reason, its optics are amazing and people play 5e are incredibly resilient to moving to other systems. A lot of people do. A lot of people move to other systems. They try other things. They learn, hey, burgers are nice, but hey, let's try the other joints. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't think anything's going to kill 5e. I think it will always be the biggest swinger in the industry. And frankly, tabletop RPGs are very niche. They're a lot more popular nowadays. I think it's telling that Critical Role has released the Critical Role RPG, Daggerheart, and people like it. But their new campaign is still running D&D, right? They're starting a new campaign. From what I've never watched Critical Role, so I'm not really up to date. From what I'm aware, their new campaign is still Dungeons and Dragons because it's simply too big, right? It is a monolith. It's not a monopoly, but it is a monolith. And you'd be a fool to not approach it. You'd be like me, Lord Generic, making Pathfinder videos instead of Dungeons and Dragons videos. If I made D&D videos at my quality, they'd probably blow up. It'd probably be, I'd probably be like 5 or 10 times bigger. I just don't like D&D 5th edition, so I'm not gonna do that because they wouldn't be as good because I wouldn't enjoy it. That's it. But I hope Daggerheart's good. I hope people like that. I mean, I want everything to do well. Ideally, we get a bunch of games and they're all awesome. Speaking of which, I've heard Draw Steel is a lot of fun. The one that Matt Colville's company, MCDM? I don't know. By the way, I heard that one's good too. You're thinking of adding fear dice to Pathfinder? What are fear dice, Megan? What are fear dice? What do those do? I mean, I've never... Are they like a horror mechanic? Because I know you were trying to run horror stuff. If that's the case, then like, sure. If it's neat, I hope. But yeah, what is a fear dice? That do? Is that like an enemy mechanic? You got to be careful of adding extra mechanics. I think the main thing is it's fun to add mechanics, but if you have something that nerfs the player, it should, one, be opt-in. It should always be an opt-in choice. And two, not only is it an opt-in choice, but just as importantly, it should be it should be a negative mechanic, but it offers something positive, right? It offers something positive as a result. Those are my thoughts, because that's just the player experience will be better if people can choose to eat that deer buff. Then it's better. Okay, so in Daggerheart, you roll 2 dice. 1 is hope, 1 is fear. If fear is higher, the GM gets a token to let them control the narrative. Okay. I think the closest equivalent in Pathfinder would be something I've heard some people use called villain points. A villain point is the opposite of a hero point, and want to encourage your players to still use hero point, because re-rolling and succeeding is fun. Exactly, trade-offs feel good, and when it's something you pick. So what villain points in Pathfinder work is, all right, you guys have your 1 hero point for the session by default. You get that 1 re-roll. Oh, but do you want another? Right? Oh, do you really need this roll to succeed? You want another hero point? You can have one. You can have one. I'll give it to you, just for you. They get something, right? If the players want more hero points, they can get them. Ooh, they're going to do so good. But it means you get villain points, and you can cash those in like hero points. I think that's the closest thing Pathfinder would do, because Pathfinder has weaker narrative control. Most narrative control is much more solidly on the GM, whereas Daggerheart is more of a cooperative story, similar to Icon. which I do want to play at some point. I think it's being reworked at the moment, so I don't know. Icon's not like done. For reference, Icon is a fantasy tactical RPG, top RPG, being made by Tom, who is the same guy who worked on Lancer, one of the two devs of Lancer. The enemies basically have that already. You spend a fear point to let an enemy really break the math. Ooh, yeah. You could do that. And again, like, let the enemy get fear points, but either I would say, let the players generate those fear points for the enemy by being like, hey, players, you want a boost? You want more? And they'll be like, yeah, I do. Or when the enemy uses a fear ability, right, a fear point, give the players a boost to make up for it. So it's like, oh, they get a crazy thing, but you can fight it, and that'll make them feel better. What I would recommend is, rather than letting the enemy break the turn economy, what I would recommend is take a page from MMOs. Take a page from a lot of tactical games that are more modern. Say, all right, the enemy takes their 3 turns. It's normal, but they're going to spend a villain point, and at the end of their turn, they will assume a stance, and they will start casting. Essentially give them a 1-round cast time so the players know, the Great Axe Knight, sprinted in and slammed one of our guys, but he's prepping a whirlwind strike because he used a point. And that tells the players, now it's dynamic. Now it's a terrain hazard. And the players are like, okay, do we stun him? Can I try to disarm the knight so his whirlwind strike is only with his fists when it goes off? Do we just run away? What if an enemy moved in and grappled me so I'm stuck in the whirlwind strike? Can I escape before it triggers? That will make it immediately more interesting, more engaging, and encourage a wider variety of player abilities beyond hit enemy. That's what I would say. That's what I would recommend. Of course, that's a lot of homebrew. That is a lot more work. I mean, but we're already talking about implementing a fear point system, so we may as well. Really should do more counter design videos. I'll pass. One day. There's a lot of things I need to do. I just never do them. There's a lot of things I never do. Oh well. As long as we're having fun. You're thinking player rolls D20 don't like it, they choose to roll fear dice. Okay. Yeah, and that's the other way where it's like, hey, you can effectively get an extra mythic point or an extra hero point, but it gives me juice. And I think what I would say is, if you want to let the enemy break the action economy, I would recommend making it delayed effects, delayed and telegraphed effects, because then the players get chances to move out, the players get chances to react, and that'll feel better for them, while also, frankly, allowing you to make those telegraphed attacks way more crazy. Because if they get hit, you just shrug and say, hey, buddy, that's on you. Why were you there? I wouldn't have been there. You knew it was coming. And they're like, bruh, that was a full power spell. And you're like, yeah, it was. That was a chain lightning. You probably should have moved out of the cone of his chain lightning. You have something where you show blast AoEs? Yeah, exactly. That is exactly the things you do with it. Or another good use for villain points would be to call in reinforcement, like Fire Emblem style, right? Or a strategy game where it's like, oh yeah, now this guy, he doesn't get extra attacks. He gets goons. He calls in more goons. And the goons, they don't matter. If the goons are up after the real enemies are defeated, fight's over immediately. These guys do not matter. But he's calling in goons, so like, what are you gonna do? That is another good alternative for those points, because it means the one enemy doesn't feel overwhelming, but it is like, oh man, I don't know. I need this roll to succeed, but it means next round he gets some goons. Is that worth it? players will feel cheated calling goons. It's a table culture thing, right? It's something the players have to know about. It's something the players have to agree to as something that can happen. In Pathfinder, the default culture stemming from D&D, the classic kick in the dungeon and fight, is that enemies are static and most fights are to the death. So having tons of reinforcements doesn't make sense. The goons only really work for objective-based gameplay, or the knowledge that these enemies are explicitly summons, or they're goons. They're not strong. They're not special. These ones don't matter. They're here to gum up the works. So yeah, that's something you don't just drop out of nowhere. And if your players wouldn't like the feeling of it, don't do it. If they are willing to give it a shot, and then talk and say like, all right, how was the goons? Is that seemed like a reasonable trade-off for your decision? And like, yeah, I mean, if they're weak, it's not too bad. If they're a little too weak, maybe you need stronger goons. I don't know. It's a tough balancing act. It's something you don't know. Like, no one can say it outside of a given table, because everyone's table. But yeah, all right. I should probably shut up. Hasn't been too long, but I don't know. I put in a hard day of doing nothing. What can I say? But I do kind of want to run off and stretch and stuff. Which side is still broken, so maybe I get that. Run more spellcasters. I would encourage. The problem is, and here's the thing, it's not. I don't think it's the player base's fault, or even the culture's fault. I think there's not enough spellcaster monsters in the monster manual. I think there's way too many monsters that are melee bruisers or stealthy rogue assassinators. I don't think there's enough wizards and casters. In theory, like half the book, half the monster manuals should be different types of casters of different schools, different, primal casters, arcane casters, divine casters, because there's so much room in there. The reality is, there's not as many as you'd hope, and a lot of them have kind of bad spell lists where you look at their spells and you're like, these spells suck, bro. Why'd you pick these? Like, bad spells are totally fine. It's actually good to have bad spells on monsters, because the best spells might be a little too good, right? And it makes players be like, that guy's an idiot. I know the good spells. Oh yeah. Look at him use that spell. I considered that spell. Glad I didn't pick it. But that's easier to do if you have a caster in your fight. That's what I would recommend. Pick up some casters. Try just throwing them into your encounters, even if it doesn't make sense. If they're fighting trolls, just be like, yeah, one of these trolls is a wizard. And if they say, why is a troll a wizard? And you go, the troll's a wizard. He's a wizard troll. You don't always need an in-universe explanation. And that depends a lot more on gamist versus simulation storytelling. Your table wants to be very simulation, very in fantasy, and be like, I want everything to make complete sense to what I would expect. It's hard to make a troll a wizard. But if you're like, he's a wizard because it makes for a better fight and makes everything more fun, then yeah, make a troll a wizard. Yeah, make spellcasters that cooking too hard. Yeah, exactly. Where like, oh yeah, the spellcaster, they can cast spells, but also they have almost the same damage per attack as your fighter. And your fighter's like trying to jump the spellcaster and getting his ass beat. And he's like, are you serious? Bro. Yeah, I get why they do it, but I do think if you just slap in like level -2 spellcasters, though, easy way to add in spellcasters that aren't too strong but are impactful. Because everyone, even if their spells are 1 rank lower, dude, spells are brutal. And once the players start eating AoEs of debuffs and control effects on them, they'll be like, bro, I gotta kill that caster. Even if they're weak, all wizards go first. They will quickly learn the ancient rule that you geek the mage first. That's an old, I think it's Shadowrun to peek the mage. That was the term in Shadowrun, to target the mages and kill the casters. Yeah, the melees jump the caster, and the caster's like, I have wooden double and buff spells, and then they just flex on the fighter, and the fighter's like, this sucks. Yeah, I think it's more fun when there's enemy parity, when jumping the enemy wizard, and the wizard's like, oh no, but the wizard should have bruisers on their side that can then flank your fighter, and you're like, I forgot to deal with those, right? I think that's a better setup. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna call it for tonight, since Twitch is busted. And I don't know, we kind of vibe and look at Steam, and that was about it. But with all that said, thank you for dropping by. I was gonna do some Pathfinder work, but I don't know, I feel kind of lazy. I took a lot of notes. And I wrote it all down in a notebook. It was mostly just me typing stuff out. I don't like doing that, making slides. Our next Pathfinder video, I've decided it will be Investigator. Investigator shouldn't be hard. They're not that complicated. The only difficulty will be not that complicated. Investigator, one of the most complicated to play classes. Here's the thing. A lot of it is like, sorry man, Investigator, it's not that good. It's fun. It works. There's ways to make it work. But the class itself is like, it's really struggling to not be rogue sometimes. But boy, does it sing with archetypes. So a lot of the video is going to be like, look, man, here's some archetype builds. Consider one of these. They all have pros and cons, and they're all really good. NBC Mega stat block was insane. Yeah, exactly. Things like that, where you're like, oh, this guy has Spell Strike. And then you look and he also has Fighter or Barbarian level stats. And you're like, oh my God, he's so strong. All right. With that said, yeah, Investigator the best archetype. That's the video, unironically. Is like, yeah, you want to play Investigator? Pick an archetype, buddy. Because the base class feats are bad. They're almost all really bad. They don't do very much. Here you go. All right. But we'll save that for next time. Thank you for dropping by. As always, I'm Lord Generic, your Terracotta Warrior. Feel free to, follow us. I swear I stream on Twitch. Usually it's just completely broken, and we do stream on YouTube. So, hey, you can follow and subscribe on either or both. And if you like tabletop games, if you like Pathfinder, check me out at Lord Generic RPG. Make sure to check me out at my Pathfinder channel. It's not always Pathfinder, but, it does what it can. I was thinking of trimming down my Lancer VODs, the Lancer stream, and putting it on that channel. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I think having the active chat log. But I don't know. It'd just be a question of me getting time for that much video scrubbing. That's a lot of VOD scrubbing. That is a real problem. Creates better than Inventor. Yeah. Inventor's viable. I mean, I made a build video on it. It is viable. You can play Inventor. It's not that. It's just, God, why is Unstable so bad? There's so many homebrews that make Unstable just not bad. I know of at least 3 that make Unstable better, and all of them make Inventor go from like, I'm kind of bad, but like, you can use me, it's fine, to no, I have a role and a niche, and I'm actually pretty cool. And it's like, why is Unstable and Overdrive so bad? So the three homebrews I know for Inventor. 1, just make Unstable focus points. You just make it focus points. For everyone you have gives you a point. 2, make it so every Unstable cooldown action is separate. So it's like, you can rocket jump once, you can explode once, and megavolt once per fight, which is very similar to focus points. You just, for some reason, really don't want to make it focus points. And 3, the one which I think is weaker, but in my opinion is the most thematic, is to make it so it's a change to Overdrive, so that instead of Overdrive being base success, crit success, make it state based. So When you get a base overdrive, you go to overdrive 1, where you do the half damage of intelligence. And if you crit, you go to overdrive 2 for full damage. But if you succeed twice, you still go to overdrive 2. You can just stack it up and get full damage. And in this version, when you use an unstable, it eats a level of overdrive. So the idea is that you're revving the engine and then you burn it on an unstable and then you overdrive to rev the engine back up. And it turns your inventor into more of a like, I can keep exploding long term as long as I have time to rev. The party's fighting, but I'm in the garage revving my hog. And I'm like, yeah. I think that's the coolest one that I've seen. But all of them make Inventor better because the base unstable is just garbage. It's just garbage. Basically, you can explode that damages you. I don't know, one before you take double the explode, can't use unstable. Yeah, right. It's like there's so many ways to do it, but it's just unstables. There's so much RNG in a class that's okay, and it's rough. It is rough. If Inventor had a stronger chassis, if they were like 10 hit point or 12 hit point and had better armor or better stats, better saves, then maybe. But it's, God, their stats are rough. Their HP is bad. It's tough. It's tough. They work, but it's tough. All right. Enough about me rambling. I will be stuck here rambling about class philosophy all night. I'm going to head out. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for dropping by, and make sure bare minimum for remaster should be focused. What exactly, right? Yeah, Revan. That's exactly it, Taiga. It's Nero. That's actually what inspired it. It's just Nero from DMC, but it's like, yo, it lets you play Nero. You swing, you rev up, and now you can do unstables. And then you swing and you rev up. The only change you need for this build is you make it so that the one action heal Inventor has the 10-minute immunity, so you can't just keep spamming it on the same guy. But like most heal effects like that have that, so it's like, okay, sure. You know, it lets you do things. It gives you options, actual decisions in my game. Wow. But yeah, all right. With that said, have a wonderful, wonderful morning, evening, or good night, y'all. And make sure to take care of yourself. Go ahead and stand up a little, stretch those legs, and get a little blood flow flowing in, and that'll help you think a little faster, a little better, and wow, keep you a little bit cuter. And I don't know, take a nice blink, look away from the monitor while you do it, and come back refreshed. All right, I'll be back on Saturday. We'll do some more Factorio. I've really been liking Factorio. It's a good game. It's a good game. I don't know if I'm obsessed with it the way some people, but it is pretty fun. And yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful time, y'all. Bye, fools. See you next time.